Hey you guys, how's it going? I'm just going to fix this slightly. Um, I'm in Phoenix. Where are you? I am outside and it's like 111 degrees right now. So I'm gonna make this quick. But I wanna just wait and see if anybody's around. What are you guys up to today? Like I said, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm just having some time to think about some motivation. Hi, how you doing today? Where are you doing? Where are you? What is going on? So thinking about motivation today, thinking about staying motivated on a vegan diet, if it's a new thing for you, or just being motivated when you feel unmotivated or you feel like you've hit a plateau, or just getting back on track when you've kind of screwed up and it's not really in line with what you want to be doing. So I've been writing a course lately that I'm going to present to you guys hopefully in the next couple months, but something that it has really been bringing to my attention are places like where maybe I make excuses for myself and motivation, and maybe want to distract from what I'm really feeling with, I don't know, food or looking on the internet or all those kinds of things we do to distract ourselves. So in planning for that upcoming project that I'm working on, I made like this mini little um, live that I'm doing right now that has about like nine ways that you can stay motivated or that can help you when you need to get back on track. So when I was researching for this, I was looking up what motivation means, and motivation, the definition for it is, I'm just looking down at my notes here in case you keep seeing me up and down, the reason or reasons someone has for acting or behaving in a particular way. And as someone with a theater degree, that makes complete sense to me, because when you say, what is my motivation while you're acting, you're trying to find that reason behind the words on the page for why the character is acting that way. And it's really the same thing in life, isn't it? Like, what is the motivation behind, sorry, I got some flies here. What is the motivation behind why you're doing what you're doing? And I think when we lack motivation with our diet, or we lack motivation with our goals that we set, initially we're always like really gung-ho and we're like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get it done and this is gonna be the time. And if we don't really have any like planning or steps behind it, it's really easy to like peter out within the next like 3 days and be like, not really. So my first plan, or my first little tip here to stay motivated, whether it's diet related, exercise related, or just whatever goal you have in general, is to make a plan and stay completely fixed to that plan. This is so key. And when I do this, it has been something that has helped me produce and flesh out like the goals that I really have, whether it's related to diet or whether it was related to losing weight after having a baby, or like career goals that I have. When I make a plan, it's so much easier to stay on course because you have like this carrot in front of you, right? And you're running down the dog track and you see the carrot. And I think it's really important. If we don't plan, like, there's no way that we're ever going to see the progress that we make. There's no way that we're going to have anything to look forward to and to make sure that we're on track. So with eating clean, for example, eating clean is hard. It's really hard, like the first 3 days, especially if you're coming from a standard American diet where you are eating a lot of processed food. You're going to have a lot of cravings that are going to come up. You're going to have a lot of thoughts telling you, I don't know if I really want to be on a vegan diet. I don't know if this is really it. Do I really need to lose weight? I don't think so. Like, all those things are just going to start to come up into your mind and want you to sabotage your plan. But you have to stay consistent to see the results. I mean, I feel like everybody knows that. We all know it. We really deeply know it, but it's really hard to walk out on a daily basis. So when you stay consistent and you don't see results that you want, and you have like these negative emotions and all these thoughts telling you like, quit, 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 don't do it. You really should drink 4 cups of coffee a day. You really should eat that cake, even though you said you weren't going to. Despite all those things, if you continue to take action in the direction of the plan that you've made, then you're making progress, even if you screw up. if you keep taking action despite those negative emotions and negative thoughts about what you're going through, you will fail forward, and that's a really good thing. And you just need to make a decision. This is what helps me. I make a decision, and I do not waver from it. I say, if this is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it. If you put in the time, if I always feel like if I put in the time to quit coffee or quit having something that I want to quit doing, then I'm only sabotaging myself if I give in after 3 days or whatever. I mean, that's just an example, but whatever it is that you're going for, make a plan and do not waver from the plan. That always really helps me. So that's my very first thing, especially when your thoughts and your excuses take over. You got to like keep that mind over matter. You've got to really work your plan in order to see it come true. So the second thing that I would say is that with the plan, you want to write it down, right? It's really important, or it helps me so much when I write down my goals and I put them somewhere like physically, like on a mirror or a wall that I pass by, or in my car on a Post-it, that I can see them every single day. And I like to look at them often. So I don't know about you, if you're a visual person, you can do that. If you're more of an auditory person, you can record yourself saying whatever your goals are, and you can put them on like a voice memo on your phone, and you can listen to them a couple times through a day. That is always really motivating to me, to be able to see and to hear what it is that my long-term goal and my plan was, and like to help myself stick to it. Your biggest motivator can be yourself in this way, especially when you write down your goals and you have them in front of you. So then sometimes I think like myself and anybody that I've done like personal coaching with a vegan diet, is you have this huge attainable goal, or this huge goal that you want to attain, right? But you're like, how in the world do I do that? So I like to suggest, and this is really honestly the only way that I get anything productive done in my life, especially now being a mom, is that you make your plan and you make your goal, and then you work backwards in small, like attainable chunks to be able to reach your large goal. So for example, if you want to get ripped and you want to do it by September, and it's, what is it right now, the end of June, you've got about like 3 months to have that happen. So with that, I would just suggest going 2 weeks at a time. Pull out like a calendar, like a physical calendar, or put it in your phone, and work backwards in 2-week chunks. So I think I've probably mentioned this on my channel before, but this really helps me. So if you go through like 2-week increments and you break it down into small things that you're going to do every single day, by the time those 3 months are up, you have accomplished your goal if you stick to what it is that you've put in place to accomplish. So if you want to lose like a certain amount of weight, and you want to do it within a certain amount of time, then you just go back and you stay consistent on your plan. I'd like to do this a lot for work projects. So for example, I recently put out a free ebook, and in order to make sure that I was doing everything on time, I just worked it back. I said, like, today I'm gonna take photos. Today I'm gonna do a recipe. Today I'm going to write 3 paragraphs on such and such a subject. And so every day I had a task to accomplish to get me to that larger goal, and honestly, it really works. For me, this is my like absolute favorite way to do it. Like, you got these big goals and then you just do it. So with regards to a vegan diet, it could be like, okay, this is day 1 of the day that I'm gonna do a vegan diet, and I'm going to have eggs for breakfast, and I'm going to have some chicken at lunch, but dinner, I'm gonna have a really large salad and some rice and beans, and I'm not gonna have any meat on this dinner night. And then you could say, for the first week, you're gonna have 3 days where you're not doing any meat or any dairy at all. And then you just gradually, at your own pace, at a place that you feel like you're gonna be able to maintain your goals and maintain what it is you're trying to get to, you gradually write down what you're gonna do and you follow it. So my next tip is, obviously with that, it takes a lot of time to be prepared, and you need to give yourself time to prepare for it. So if we're using the example again of eating healthier, eating a vegan diet, and you work a lot and you're really busy, then you need to give yourself like a day of like 2 or 3 hours where you can write down what it is. Yes, get it, handsome sex god. I'm the greatest rapper of all time, and I will change the world. Do it. If that's your goal, go get it. So you write down what it is, you plan it, and you take that time period of just a couple of hours on like a Sunday afternoon or a Sunday morning, whatever. You get it done, and then you're prepared for the week. So the next thing that I want to say is that you need to honor your plan. This is where I have a lot of pitfalls because so many things get in the way of when I plan something out. I can allow things to get in the way. But if you give yourself priority number one and you honor your plan and you honor the goals that you have by just showing up and giving yourself the time that you need to do it, you're gonna get your goals done, which is awesome. My next tip would be to stay motivated by resources. I love like the age and the time we're in with what we have available at our fingertips with the internet. I think it's amazing. I feel like I dare say you almost don't even need a college degree anymore because there's so much that you can learn online, and it's like endless, right? We all know this. I don't need to explain the internet to you. But I think that there are so many YouTube videos you can watch if you're wanting to stay motivated with your diet. There's YouTube videos and workouts. You can do whatever the heck you want and research it. There's the library, tons and tons of books. I feel like there's tons of books on veganism, on the health aspects of veganism, on plant-based diet, on the longest living populations. All that stuff is available online in the library. People's websites. If you go to my website, you can download a free ebook, get you started. There's recipes, there's educational things. There's so many things online that we can look for with whatever goal that we're interested in achieving, and you'll get it. So a great thing if you are feeling like you became vegan and then now you're like, oh, I don't know if I really want to be vegan, or those chicken nuggets sound good. Watch a documentary like Earthlings. That will be extremely sobering to you and wake you back up and remind you of your priorities. And the next thing is to just assess any chatter that you have in your life. So if you're going on Instagram and you're comparing yourself to supermodels when you're trying to lose 100 pounds, you're gonna get discouraged, right? So I would say just don't. Turn it off. Focus on your goals and focus on what it is you're trying to do. If you're trying to lose weight, I don't know how helpful it would be to like watch a baking show every night, because then that's gonna get your wheels turning that you want cake, right? So just focus on your goals. You don't have to, get rid of all that extra chatter all the time, but I think that it can be really debilitating, especially in the beginning when you're trying to achieve a new goal. And then let's see, my last few tips are here. Oh, my next tip is to find like-minded people with whatever it is you're trying to do. So I know in my area, and I'm sure everywhere, there's tons of like Facebook groups or forums that you can contact people who live locally in your area, and you can meet up for like a vegan dinner at a vegan restaurant. You can meet these people in person. I've done that where I live, and it's been really fun to meet like-minded people. If you are trying to lose weight and you want to go to the gym but you feel intimidated, maybe try a personal trainer, or just having a gym buddy really helps just stay motivated. You may be somebody who kind of feels like they're better on their own, like on your own self-workouter. I feel like that's me. I like to either watch something and do my workouts at home, or I motivate myself. But if this is your area where you feel like you need somebody to pull you along, get a buddy, find like-minded people. I think that's really helpful. What else? And yeah, just meetups in that sense. And the last thing I want to say, if you are feeling unmotivated, if you're feeling like you're at a plateau, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like this is not working, is to forgive yourself, okay? We all make mistakes, and if you're afraid to fail, you'll never make any progress. But if you fail and you get up and you keep going, then you're gonna make progress no matter what. It's just a matter of time. Using your just massive action to just keep getting up and getting up. Whenever you screw up, and just keep getting up until you get the results that you want to get, and to be kind to yourself in the meantime. A really great place to sabotage yourself is when you think that you've screwed everything up and there's just no point, and so you're gonna just quit. And really the only failure in a vegan diet, the only failure in exercise or reaching your goal, is when you decide that you aren't going to do it anymore and you're going to quit. So just get back up and you can do it. And this is good medicine and advice for me to hear, because I got a lot of things that I'm trying to work on, and I want to just be able to be kind to myself and be like, okay, that didn't work the way that I wanted it to, but I'm gonna get back up, I'm gonna do it again. And I think that with regards to like even a vegan diet, if you are mostly vegan is better than not even thinking about where your food is coming from or eating consciously. Mostly getting to the gym every week and having maybe a few slip up days is better than not going to the gym at all. Mostly working on your goal and heading towards the thing that you're trying to accomplish and having a few slip up days is better than never trying at all. So those are my thoughts for today. Thanks if you stuck in there for the 15 minutes. I'm gonna go now because it's really, really hot out here and I don't want to get heat stroke. I'm gonna go drink some water. So I hope whatever you guys are up to today, you're having a wonderful day and that you feel motivated, ready to go and conquer the world. Okay, so let me know if you have any thoughts down below on motivation. I'd love to hear what you do to stay motivated because I'm sure that I can incorporate that into the things I need motivation on also. Hope you're having a wonderful day and I will see you next week. Bye. Oh, I always gotta find the off button. Where is it? Done, dun, 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 dun. Cancel. Oh, I never know where this is. Oh, X. Okay. Bye, guys.